Watch this.
Oh, hallelujah.
Get up right now.
I'm hearing something real powerful for someone.
Hello everyone, this is Johnny Orange, and now that I've covered every weapon in the game, at least all the ones with a penis, I'm back to playing with my poleaxe, and it's been a long time. The reason being I was waiting until I unlocked my ultimate because you can't really play with your pole without some rough justice. This class, in my opinion, just isn't any fun without it, but once you have it, goddamn, it's legendary. The reason being, if the enemy is slightly out of position, you can really punish them with that ability. And that wasn't even the ultimate, that was just my pushback ability. It's usually doesn't push them back that much, but what can I say? And for you guys wondering, I'm running pushback, back to Corbin, and old Billy Billhook. And for my ultimate, I have rough justice. Someone once told me, oh, that combo doesn't do enough damage. I think they were high at the time because it definitely does do enough damage. And it also provides you a lot of CC, as you can see here. My ultimate has just came up, I caught the longsword, and while that animation is going, I use X to position my unit around that player. That way if they try to roll anywhere, they'll either hit my unit or me, and they'll also take damage. Now that my pike charge is over, I try to get them into brace. It makes them survive a bit longer, but they do not do well against shields. Having said that, if a player does try to run through them while they're in brace, they will get deleted, and that dude, I guess, accidentally killed himself, so yeah, I'm stuck fighting these swords. It's not the best thing for the pike, so I do try to get them out of here and get one more charge in. And this looked like it was going to be a mean as hell charge. There's 3 enemies there, doesn't look like they're aware, and then they all run away just when I do put the charge in. They clip them a bit, but not enough to secure a kill. Now when I'm playing tanky classes or ranged classes, I don't like to stick around once all my units are dead. But when it comes to the poleaxe or the glaive, you have so much ganking potential even without your units. And your AoE damage is pretty damn good, so it can be worth sticking around. Another thing you'll see throughout this game, my enemy can hardly move once I get on them, especially if I have my ultimate up. And that's what I really love about the poleaxe. You can CC people for days. This thing's a CC machine. Not only that, you are hitting for a large amount, which makes dealing with a poleaxe player very difficult, especially in a 1v1 scenario. I don't believe there's much action for a while, so let's fast forward. And just a general tip, one unit that does really well with the poleaxe is the halberdiers. I usually only use them on defense though. The reason being, if someone even touches the tip of one of your halberdiers and you ultimate them, they're bound to die. They'll just get hit over and over again while that animation is in progress. A lot of the time you won't even need to use that ultimate. You can use Billy Billhook, that's a great one, or pushback. The reason Billy Billhook is so good in that situation, it actually pulls the enemy towards you into your halberdiers. Alright, so I've pulled out my favourite unit of all time. People don't seem to like this unit. I fucking love it. It is very expensive on the leadership. Its charge is pretty damn weak, but it's just a moving wall of death, basically. It's not very good when it's getting attacked from all sides, but if you're only fighting in one direction, it's bloody beautiful. It has 3 different formations. You basically only want to use the 3rd option. The other 2 is shit. And I probably should have said this at the start. They're called poleaxe guards, and they're a 4-star sword unit. When you have these guys, you can really push forward for your team. And they're surprisingly good at killing shield walls. If you do that stance right in front of the shield walls, they're going to get wiped out. And as you can see, they're so survivable. Ate that cav charge as if it was nothing. There are some downsides though, they're very slow. They don't have the best damage output. Their damage output comes from people running into them. Similar to halberdiers, but they have a very short weapon. The upside is when they're in that formation right here, they're basically immortal to any ranged fire. And this is a great opportunity for me. That guy went right against the shield wall. And since I hit him with that rough justice, those swords were hitting him over and over and over again. It's very hard to see, so I'm going to slow that down and show you guys once again. The glaive player comes in, the minute he hits that shield wall, he gets hit for thousands upon thousands of damage. And then my ultimate is enough to finish them off. When the longsword hits as well, even though he did manage to knock a few over, he was taking a lot of damage during that ultimate. Even though the poleaxe did eat a lot of AoEs, they managed to survive. I got 26 still, 2 did die. As at this stage you wish you were a longsword player, but since I am playing the poleaxe, I just go and swap them out. Of course I could wait to heal them on this point, but it just takes longer, so I usually swap my units out instead. This cav is my throwaway unit. It doesn't cost much leadership at all. For its price, it's probably the best unit in the game. Right up there with prefecture pikes. It's basically one big fucking charge that you spent I think it's 125 leadership on. It's also one of those other units that gets your team to move forward. And that's the sort of units I like. I don't really enjoy range because they're always sitting at the back doing fuck all. And you need someone to be up there pushing forward. As you can see, that charge is devastating, but I always lose my cav after that. I try to pull him back in this case, but then I see there's pikes in the way. So, yeah, that's kind of fucked. I don't know what else to say about that. By the way, guys, you may have noticed the minute I did see the pikes, I just rolled the fuck away. I was getting away from them until the charge was over. And that's what you should do. Never go near them until that charge is done. You're better off just sending your unit in. They do very well against the pikes. And I mean, pretty much every unit does well against the pikes apart from the cav. Fire archers smash them, halberdiers smash them, spears, sword and boards. The thing that the prefecture guards do have going for them is able to delete any hero in about 2 seconds. So don't even try to mess with them. Unless you're a musket player or a longbow player, then you can just pick away at them 24/7. And this bit I screw up my ultimate. I get stopped by a cart. Any change in height is going to stop that ultimate. It may have also been the guy on the horse because you can't use rough justice against someone mounted up. So at this stage I run away. Once I start screwing up I just go bugger it, I'm out of here. Also it looks like some of these guys didn't get the dress code. As you can see, a bunch of them are in their best dresses, while other ones are wearing their casual gear. It looks like we won't be getting that resupply point, so I'm going to run back to the other resupply point.
Get up right now.
So I got my swords out. This guy is surrounded. We're all beating on him. I believe, yeah, I even used my ultimate to finish him off, but wait. Clearly a fucking hacker. Not only joking, it's a bug in the game. Everyone should know about this. People have run into this problem before and gone to Reddit saying, oh, there's a infinite life hack. No, it's actually just a bug. It doesn't happen very often at all. And I'm not sure anyone knows what causes it because it's so damn rare for it to pop up in the game. And props to Glare Franz from not abusing that bug. He is just going to sit back. There's not much he can do about it. And you can really mess up the whole game if you do abuse it. Now in this bit I really do mess up my palace guards. You want to be in that formation almost all the damn time. You're not a quick assault squad, you're a slow moving wall. And when you're playing these guys you want to stick with your units and not separate from them. I do manage to get this glaive player tied up. I've got that charge in there. It does secure that kill, but I'm taking damage all the damn time from these fire archers. The palace guards are pretty damn immortal to archer fire, only though when they're in that stance. When they're running around like this, they can drop pretty quickly. And when you take into the consideration of how much leadership the fire archers cost compared to the palace guards, yeah, it's a pretty 50-50 trade, that one. But oh well, you know, shit happens. And they do help me out in this situation. We got a dual blade trying to be a dual blade, but he gets ultied and the swords just smash into him. And I have to say, because of the pushback ability, which allows you to stand straight back up, and the fact that you're wearing heavy armor and your damage output is very high, you're very good at taking on dual bladers. As you can see, I did not get my guys in formation. I put it too far forward, so now I'm just going to jump off this wall. And that's another tip: if you're on low health, mount up, and that way your horse takes the damage when you jump off buildings. If I didn't mount up before jumping, I would have died. The last unit I bring into most battles when I'm on the offensive is the fire archers. It's the only range unit I really use, mostly to stop enemy cav from charging. For you guys who don't know, the fire arrows actually stop any charges coming towards you. So it's very good at protecting your team. Sometimes there's no cav counters on the bloody map. So bringing these guys can be very useful, protecting your allies and yourself. You may have noticed there was an enemy on low health there, but just way too risky. Especially with the amount of time we have on the clock, dying now could just be GG for me because I won't have enough time to really help my team out. And here we have another situation where the poleaxe shines. They're very good at protecting your range because of their CC, buying your units or allied units enough time to finish them off. Now I really hate bringing range units around this way because it's where the enemy spawns. If you have something like halberdiers or poleaxes, it can be great because they can take on most things. But if cav spawns or something like that, I could just get wiped out, and of course cav did spawn, that's why I said if cav spawns. And that was a complete fluke. I did not dodge that charge, I just happened to be moving my unit away from their respawn point. Sometimes in this game you just get lucky, and I'm really feeling sorry about killing that dual blade over and over. I just noticed it's the same dude like 4 times or something already. Man, he's having a rough day. Everyone has a bad day once in a while. And for that dude, it's today. For some reason, he keeps trying to take on a poleaxe user. And I'm not sure, man. I just have never run into a problem fighting dual bladers with the poleaxe. Pre-nerf, you could do it. But now that they've been nerfed, yeah, just stick to killing ranged or something like that. Having said that, I'm not the expert on dual blades. It's one of the few classes I really haven't played at all. Maybe they can smash poleaxes, I just haven't noticed. You may have noticed I'm not the best at using ranged units. I always have them way too far forward. And that's because I don't really give a shit about these units. I hate playing ranged units, but if I have to play one, the fire archers are pretty damn good. And some maps they're devastating. On this map they're okay, but some maps you just want to have ranged units. Anyway guys, I'm really loving playing the poleaxe once again, especially now that I have that ultimate. It's definitely in my top 2 classes, up there with the musket. Those 2 weapons are just so damn fun to play, and they seem really damn strong. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and thumbs up. That's me done for now, and I'll see you next time.
Get up right now.
There it is again.